Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see an interesting Azure use case. The use case is to load data from Azure Blob storage to Snowflake. When working with large-scale data pipelines, cloud storage and powerful data warehouse combination becomes essential. In this video, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process on how to load data from Azure Blob storage to Snowflake. Some of the prerequisites of this use case are: you need to have an Azure subscription, you need to have a storage account created. Inside the storage account, the containers should be created. Next, we need the source file in CSV format. We also need a Snowflake account access. Now let's get into the details. The first step is to upload the CSV file to Azure Blob container. Let's implement the first step. Here is my Azure home page. My storage account name is Snowflake Demo01. Let me get into the storage account. Inside my storage account, my container name is source file. Inside my container, currently it is empty. Let me upload the source file. Here is my source file. My source file name is sample.csv.csv. Let me upload the file. My source file is uploaded. Let me open my file. My CSV file has three columns: name, age, and salary. We have set of employees, their corresponding age, and their corresponding salary. We are going to load this data into the Snowflake database. The next step is create a storage integration between Snowflake and Azure. Why we are using a storage integration? To allow Snowflake to securely access your files in Azure Blob storage, you need to create a storage integration. Storage integration sets up a trusted connection between Snowflake and Azure environment without exposing credentials. What is a storage integration? Storage integration in Snowflake is an object that stores the connection settings such as Azure Tenant ID that is required to securely access external cloud storage. Storage integration uses OAuth-based authentication and support least privileges managed access to ensure secured data integration. Now let's create the storage integration in practical. Here is my Snowflake account. I am going to create a storage integration with the name Snowflake Azure Integration, and here I need to provide the tenant ID. Let me get the tenant ID. Let me go to Azure homepage. Let me select Azure Entra ID. Here is my tenant ID. Let me copy this. Now let me go to Snowflake and paste this tenant ID. My storage account name is Snowflake Demo01 and my container name is source file. Let me create the storage integration. The storage integration is created. Let me see the details using describe integration. Here are the properties for our storage integration. The next step is to retrieve Snowflake's identity and grant access in Azure. In order to do that, we have to do two steps. The first step is we have to grant admin consent for Azure integration with Snowflake. And the next step is assign RBAC role to Snowflake in Azure. Before Snowflake can authenticate with Azure, you must grant admin consent for the integration. In order to do that, we have to get the admin consent URL. We have to get this URL. Let me copy this and paste it in your browser. And you have to click approve. Once we click approve, you will see this page. This proves that we have granted admin consent for Azure integration with Snowflake. Next, we need to grant RBAC role to Snowflake in Azure. In order to do that, let me go to Snowflake and let me copy Azure multi-tenant app name. Let me copy this and let me go to Azure. Let me go to the storage account container. Inside that, let me go to the container and click Access Control IAM and click Add. Here we have to select Storage Blob Data Contributor role. Let me select the members. Inside the member, let me select the member. Now let me paste the object name that we copied from the Snowflake. Here is the object name. Let me select this and click Review and Assign. For the Snowflake object name, we are granting Storage Blob Data Contributor access. Let me click Review and Assign. Let me select Role Assignments. For the Snowflake's object ID, we have granted Storage Blob Data Contributor access. This proves that we have granted access to Snowflake in Azure. The next step is to create database schema and file format in Snowflake. Let's implement that. For loading the data from the CSV file present in the Azure Blob storage to the Snowflake database, we need a database in Snowflake. In order to do that, I am going to create a database. My database is created. My database name is DB Azure Snow Demo. Inside the database, I am going to create the schema. My schema name is Azure Integration. Let me create the schema. The schema Azure Integration is successfully created inside the database. Next, we are going to create a file format to describe the CSV structure. Let me create that. The file format is created. In the file format, we are describing the structure of the CSV file. Our CSV file is comma separated and it is of type CSV. We have to skip the header, and if there is any field with the empty data, we are specifying to populate null. So for empty field as null, we are specifying it as true. This file format is reusable and we are telling the Snowflake how to interpret our CSV file which is present in the Azure Blob storage. The next step is to create an external stage in Snowflake to access the Azure Blob storage. We are setting up an external stage in Snowflake to connect to the Azure Blob storage. This allows Snowflake to securely access and load the data stored in Azure. I am creating an external stage with the name Stage Azure Container. Inside the database and the schema that we created in the previous step, in the URL, I am providing the storage account name and the container name. I am also providing the storage integration that we created in the previous step. We created the storage integration in this step. The storage integration is for secured authentication. In order to interpret the CSV file, we are also providing the file format that we created in the previous step. Let me create the external stage. The external stage is successfully created. Using the list command, let me view the CSV file that is present in the blob container. Here is our CSV file. The last step is to load the data into the Snowflake table using copy command. In order to load the data, I am going to create a table employees with the columns name, age and salary. Let me create a table. My table is successfully created. Now using copy command, I'm going to copy the data from the CSV file present in the Azure Blob storage to the Snowflake table. We are going to access this CSV file using the stage, and we are specifying that the format is of type CSV. Let me load the data into the table. The data is successfully loaded. Now let me select the table. Here is our data loaded into the Snowflake table from CSV file. With the external stage, storage integration and file format, loading the data from Azure Blob storage into the Snowflake becomes seamless and secure process. I hope you like this video and I'm sure that you learned something new today. If you do like this video, please consider to subscribe and I will see you in yet another interesting Azure use case. Thank you.